Hi, I'm Bobby, Product Development Manager for Worth USA. Today's focus is going to be on corrosion protection. Worth has all the chemicals and tools needed to ensure that your paint job is going to last with no corrosion underneath it. We're going to start off with the DBS 3600. This tool is used to remove paint. It will remove undercoating. You can also remove decals. It has adapters to adapt every piece that's in this kit. Very fast and very efficient. If you're using small areas or doing small areas, 3-inch roll-out cookies, 2-inch flexible discs to sand to get into different areas where you've got contours that you need to remove the paint and the rust, as well as the rice cakes. All of these have a roll-lock adapter on the back of them. Rice cakes are used to strip paint. When you get done stripping the paint, the most important part is rust is going to start immediately after you remove it on a bare surface. We have 3 different primers to put on. They're an acid base, they're a self-etch primer. So it prepares that surface for whatever paint that you want to put on it. We have the green, the gray, and the black. It's highly recommended after you use a self-etch primer to prime the surface with either a 1K or a 2K primer. What this does is seal the acid to keep it from leaching out and the paint falling off the car. If you're doing a seam, you want to use the bare metal seam sealer. It has the corrosion protection already in it. We're going to move over to doing wheel studs. If you have wheel studs that have a lot of rust and buildup on them, once you get them off, you're going to want to clean the studs, and it's as simple as taking this tool, putting in whatever size you need for the stud, attaching it to a 1/2-inch impact wrench, spin it down over the top, and it cleans the surface so you can easily install them back on the car. And I'd also like to recommend to you that whenever you do any grinding, sanding, that you definitely wear safety equipment. When you get into areas that you want to do some cavity protection, cavity wax is needed inside of places where you can't spray. This is an aerosol and also has a wand that attaches to it so you can get into small areas. If you want to undercoat, our high build underseal is flexible, paintable, and dries quick. You can build it to any texture that you want. When you're doing heavy stuff, if you're doing the underneath of a car, you need to do cavity protection inside of a door. We have a multi-sprayer that you use that all of these products, from Stone Guard, non-paintable underbody seal, to the transparent body wax, to the black body wax. You have Stone Guard Aqua. You've got the protection spray wax black, and you also have the gray Stone Guard. All of these products can be used in either this gun or they can be used in the smaller gun. The difference between the two of them, the large gun comes with the wands where you can shoot a 360-degree pattern, or you can spray out the side in a fan spray. You have some that are solvent-based and you have some that are water-based. If you're using a water-based product, make sure that you clean the guns with water prior to storing them. If you're using a solvent-based product, you're going to want to clean it with solvent, make sure all the solvent's out, clean and dry, before changing back to the other product. And it's recommended that if you shoot both of these products, if you have a solvent base and you have a water base, you're going to want to have 2 guns. I'm going to talk about the guns on how to set them up. The back of this gun is the product feed. When you get them, it's going to be all the way out. You're going to want to screw it all the way in. The air is going to be screwed all the way out. You screw it all the way in. The bottom where you attach the air hose, it has a regulator on it. Screw it till it's all the way up, back it off about 1/4 of a turn. These guns are designed to run at about 40 to 50 PSI. Anything above that will create issues. Make sure the air is turned down. To start with, you'll unscrew this 3 turns. You'll open this about 1/4 of a turn, and you'll be ready to spray. If you're putting a wand on, very easily attachable on the front of this, you unscrew the nozzle, screw the wand onto it, tighten it up, make sure that you turn the air all the way off. Then you'll get a good fan pattern to spray. These are the top products that Worth has for corrosion protection in a body shop. For demos on these products, contact your local Worth rep. They'd be glad to set up a time and come in and do them for you. Thank you. It's highly recommended to put a piece of tape on the hose 6 to 8 inches from the end, so as you're spraying the cavity wax inside of the door, you can actually see where the end of the wand is. As I have the hose deep inside the door panel and spraying, it's spraying body wax 360 degrees all the way around, coating the inside of the door to prevent corrosion from the inside out. I've reached the black end of the tape. I want to take my hand off the trigger. That way I won't spray everybody. One thing you want to make sure to do, turn the product feed off and also the air bleed, and hang this gun in a vertical position. If you turn it more than 90 degrees, you'll plug up the inside of it and have an erratic spray the next time you use it. You don't have to clean this gun unless you run out of product and it dries inside. There's a lot of different ways that you can scuff the paint or remove paint. This is only one of them, and I'll show you a few more in a second. To get into body contours where you normally can't go with a straight disc because it will cut this surface, Worth Flexi Disc actually goes into that contour without cutting it. Now, if you're in a hurry and you want to do large surfaces, we recommend using the DBS 3600. The Worth DBS 3600 has got a regulator built into the handle. It's a quarter turn. So when you start the gun, you can hear the RPM. You hear it go down. When you're stripping paint or removing rust, seam sealers, and undercoating, you want to go to the higher speed. If you're using an eraser, you want to go to the slower speed so it doesn't build up a lot of adhesive. I'll turn it back up. Works very well on removing paint and does not hurt the metal or build up any heat. So the metal stays cool, prevents warping.